One of my goals this year is to participate in more sewing community challenges. So, for example, I'm doing the Make Nine challenge this year, and for the month of June, there's this interesting challenge going. There's this interesting challenge which is So Fruity, and I forget the name of the organizers, but I'll put those in the description below. Anyways, so the So Fruity challenge is basically making something with a fruit theme. So you could use fabrics with fruit motifs or make something inspired by fruit. And even though I'm not a very fruity person, or I don't even have any fruit fabrics in my stash, I thought it was actually a very lovely idea, and I decided to participate. So I'm not participating in all challenges because not all challenges are for everyone. This one seems really fun, and I think it's something that one can do, just for the love of making, and I like that. So I have been browsing on Etsy to find fruity fabrics that I would love. What would really be my style is an abstract fruity fabric print, and I'm going to show you some of the ones I found, and I'll show you the one that I ended up picking and ordering because I've ordered it already, just so that it can get here in time before the end of June. Anyways, so I'm participating in that challenge. I just wanted to quickly show you what the fabric options I was looking at were, and what I eventually settled on. And yeah, I'm still thinking about what it is I want to make, but I think I want to make a romper, or like a play suit, and I have a few styles in mind as well. So I will just quickly show you what fabric, the fabric that I got, the other fabrics I was considering, and also what styles I'm considering. So yeah, just to show you a few of the options that I went through on Etsy, I think I would start from the first page because there's one fabric I found that I really liked, and I've saved it because I probably would still buy it. And one thing I noticed, lemons are actually very popular fruit for fruity fabrics. Like, there were a shit ton of fabrics that had like lemons or lemon motifs or citrus in general. I think very popular with fruity fabrics, but I wanted something a little bit more unique. And I actually saw this one, and I would show you what that looks like. So it's this fabric that has wine, like wine bottles and grapes on it, and it's so beautiful and really, really cool. And I thought this would be a really nice interpretation of fruity fabrics for me, especially because I love wine. But one thing held me back, and that is the fabric is so beautiful, and it comes in three different variations. So you have one that has like a pink background, one with a green background, and one that just has the wine bottles on it. But what held me back from this was the fact that I wasn't sure how this fabric would look on me. Like, when you make it into an outfit, what would it look like? Well, I wasn't sure it was going to suit me. I just had doubts, and because this is something that's supposed to be fun, I didn't want to put too much thought or overthink it, so I decided to pass on this for now. But I've saved this fabric, and I'm definitely probably going to purchase it one day. But I decided to pass on it for the So Fruity challenge. Anyways, so I found one abstract fabric which represents, or which is more of what I tend towards, or gravitate towards in terms of fabric and motifs, and it's this one here. It's really, really cool. So I love the fact that there's like an orange slice there, there's maybe a dragon fruit there. I like the fact that it's open to interpretation as well. But there was just one issue that held me back, and it is the fact that this fabric is 150 grams per meter square, which means that it is really, really, really lightweight. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but even from the pictures, you can see that this fabric is it's quite, it's see-through, because I can see the second layer of fabric behind it, which would mean that I would need to line it. And if you know anything about me, I'm not lining anything. Like, I'm going to avoid lining unless I have to, and because this is supposed to be fun, lining is not fun for me. So unfortunately, because of that, I had to pass on this fabric, which was my first option. So I had a look at other fabrics as well. There were
so many citrus inspired outfits, and I was trying to citrus inspired fabrics rather, I can't speak, and I was trying to find something that was a bit unique. Of course, I was going to stay away from the berries and the strawberries and cherries. I love cherries, but I'm not a fan of pink, so I stayed away from that. I also looked into, tropical fabrics or tropical fruit fabrics. So like this one that has the pawpaw and the banana. I like it, but I'm not crazy about it. Anyways, I finally decided and settled on a citrus fabric, and I decided to go with this one. I really love the color. It's, neon with green. It's really bright, and one of my favorite colors is actually neon yellow. So I thought that it's really cool because I think I have one fabric that's neon in my stash, and that's a lace. But I felt like it would be nice to have something like this for the summer, and I could make a really cute top or a cute dress, or or a romper or play suit. Anyways, this is what I decided to go with at the end of the day. So I got 2 meters of this fabric. I will show you the styles that I am considering for this. So I was thinking, something simple like this one. I think this would be really cool. I like the buttoned detail, and I do have some neon buttons. So this would actually really look good. I was also leaning towards something like this, especially, of course, without the belt. But this is what I'm thinking of for the outfit, and I think it will look really good. Also, it gives me an opportunity to practice a bit more with practice my notched collar drafting a little bit more, and yeah, this I'm actually really leaning towards a style like this, especially because it's cotton, and I think it would look really good. For well, that's my loose plan so far. I'm still open to being inspired further by other designs, but that's number one right now in my head. So you can see that I've saved quite a bit, quite a bit from that. But yeah, that's the inspo.
So it's Friday, the 21st of June, and my fabric isn't here yet. I'm a little bit disappointed. I've reached out to the seller, and she did mention that there might have been some delays, maybe at customs or something. So that the fabric is definitely still on its way to me, but I can't track, or I don't have an idea of when it's going to get here. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to find an alternative if I want to still participate in the challenge this year, which I'm determined to. So I've decided that I'm going to try and find some alternatives. I'm just going to browse around and see if I can find something that will get to me within the next couple of days. So preferably from an online store or something. And yeah, and I'll probably go with that option instead. So I would spend this weekend drafting the pattern so that I don't need to wait until the fabric gets here before I do that. And I kind of save some time there. So I'll draft the pattern this weekend, and hopefully I find something that can get here, say Monday or Tuesday, and I would be able to make the outfit in time. And I'm looking forward to it because I have like a pretty clear idea of what it is I want to make now. Anyhow, so that's the updates. Hopefully I find something soon, and yeah, catch you in the next one. Guess what? So I was scrolling online, minding my business, and I was actually looking at some really cool fabrics. And I usually, so before I buy any fabric, I will check my stash. So I'll just scroll through my records to make sure that I don't have something similar, so that I don't end up buying fabric I don't need. And I was scrolling, and I found a particular fabric in my stash that is fruity, that has fruit. Well, it's not fruity, but it does have fruit on it. And I was so shocked because I could swear that I didn't have or didn't own anything that had fruits on it. So now I just want to quickly come check my storage box and confirm. And if I do, it will be the weirdest thing ever, because it means that I've had fabric all along to make my So Fruity outfit, and now I have gone and bought 2 different fabrics that I'm waiting to get here for this challenge. Well, let me check and let's see. I had fruity fabric all along. Oh my days, I don't believe this. I've had fruity fabric all along. This fabric, I never really go to it or gravitate towards it in my stash. I don't know why. I think there was just something about, in my head, I just registered this as floral, and I don't really gravitate towards florals. And I have fruity fabric. I can't believe this. So there are oranges, or at least citrus fruits, even if they're not oranges. They have citrus fruits. I know that there's a banana. Oh no, I have fruity fabric. Okay. Anyways, I'm actually, it's a happy coincidence. It's good to do like detailed run-throughs of your stash from time to time, just to remind yourself of what it is you have, or at least make proper records of fabric you have. Because I think if I had paid more attention, I wouldn't have registered this fabric as floral. It's more because even the florals are quite tropical. It's a very tropical fabric, and it's this lovely rich orange color, and I love the way the fruits are on it, because there are so many fruits on it. I think that's a pear. Yeah, that's a pear. And I love the way the fruits are on it, because it's not almost, it's like an animated version of fruits, which I like that kind of motif. Oh god, I'm still very dumbfounded. But anyways, I'm going to let me give you a bit more view of the fabric in light. It's really pretty. So I have 3 meters of this fabric, and it is viscose, if I believe my records. Yes, it is a viscose fabric. So what I'm going to do is throw this into the wash now, and yeah, I guess I can go ahead, draft my pattern, and make this up. Today is Tuesday, the 25th of June, and it's D-Day for me to make my So Fruity 24 outfit. It's been an interesting journey so far, and I kind of like the way things have turned out in the end. It's going to be really sunny this weekend, and coincidentally the 30th of June, which is the day for which is reveal day, I actually have a brunch, and I plan to wear my fruity outfit for this brunch. So I'm actually excited that I have a chance to wear this out really soon. The fabric eventually came in, the one I got from Etsy, the original idea I had for, or the original plan for my So Fruity outfit. I haven't shown you yet. So it's this citrus fabric, it's cotton, and I got 2 meters of this. Let's see if I can give you a close-up. So it's slices of limes and lemons, and I really like it. I imagined the print was going to be bigger, but it's actually a medium-sized print, and I think the color definitely looks good on me. Yeah, I like the color, even if it doesn't look good. I like it, and I'm definitely going to wear it. And it's really close to neon, which is one of my favorite colors. But the plans I had for this, which is the play suit, still stand. I'm just not in the mood to make it anymore. So I've decided that I'm going to go with the one that I already had in my stash, and I have different plans for this one. So I'm not making a play suit, I'm making a jumpsuit, but I will show you what the style is. And it's a really quick sew, and I think that's what I'm in the mood for today. This has a bit of the play suit will have a bit more construction detail, you know, like with the collar and stuff, but this one's just going to be really quick and easy. So fingers crossed I haven't jinxed it yet, but I'm going to use this fabric for that, and I think it's going to look really lovely with the plans I have in mind. I love this fabric. pre-washed and ironed it already, so it's ready to cut up. What I need to do, like I mentioned, it's a really quick sew. So I'm going to take one of my trouser patterns. I've been going back and forth between a trouser pattern, a wide leg trouser pattern, or the culottes for the bottom of the pants, but I think I'm going to go with the wide leg trouser pattern. And for the top, quickly draft the top based off of my pattern block. So yeah, like I said, it's going to be really quick and easy. I would show you details of the design and then get to drafting, then cut the fabric and sew it up. So I want to try and finish it today. It's a couple of minutes past 12 in the afternoon, so we'll see how far I go. Or my goal is to finish this before the end of today. So yeah, I'm going to get started now, and I was about to start drafting the top and realized I hadn't shown you what my plans are. So this is the Paloma jumpsuit by the Fold line, and I plan to replicate this. I'm going to make a few changes, but this is largely what I have in mind. I like the simple style lines and the darts on the side of the front bodice and no darts in the back. I love the sleeveless design detail, and I think it would look really good it will look really good with the fabric that I have in mind. So yeah, this is the plan. When I am drafting, I generally work with a two dart bodice, because for someone like me that has a fuller figure, I've found out that my clothes have a better fit when I work with a two dart bodice. So the idea for the Paloma, or for my version of the Paloma, is because I really want it to fit quite snugly on the top part and then flow into the loose pants. So I'm going to split this dart and take out from the side seam and also from the center bodice, since there is a center seam, and keep the side dart as it is. And similarly for the back, I'm just going to move the bodice, take half of it, split it as well. So take half from the side seam and half from the middle center back seam. So that's the idea, and that's what I'm going to draft now. And of course, I'm going to adjust the top to give me that nice sleeveless design. I might make mine more of a racer back style. I think this is almost halterish, but we'll see how it goes. I'll see how I feel as I go along with this. So I'm going to start drafting now. This is always a challenge for me, trying to pick the right color of thread for my projects are. So I have this burnt orange color, I have this I'll call it magenta, and orange, a bright orange color. Ideally, without question, the bright orange color should be the right thread, but I can't help but also like the way the pink looks, the magenta, and also the burnt orange. I like the way this disappears into the fabric. So now I'm here trying to make decisions. I just need to pick one. I think what would finalize the decision for me is to see what color of zip I have. So let me grab the zip real quick and then I'll be able to decide. So weirdly enough, I don't have any orange zips, which is very surprising to me. I have this one, but this is more of a coral color. There's a bit of pink in it, while this is like a really, really bright orange. I don't know if you could see the difference there. It's an invisible zip, it's not going to show, but I do love things coordinating, even if nobody sees those details. Those are the details that I do enjoy having. So I think I'm going to go with this pink. It's not an exact match, but compared to the coral, I think this goes a lot better. And because of that, I will be picking the magenta or pink thread. So this is my first fitting. I think so far mostly good. There were, so just to tell you some of the adjustments I made to the pattern, or to the pattern. So that's the combination of the top and the pants that I did. So for the top, of course, to give me this tank top style, I took it in. I went in on the shoulders and eliminated the waist seam, so combined the top and the pants, and it's joined by one long seam down the center. In hindsight, I was thinking that it might have been good if I mirrored the print. So right now it definitely looks like, you know, I placed one on top of the other, but I might have liked it better if it was mirrored. But hindsight is 2020. For the pants, on the crouch seam, I went down by 2 cm. So it's very comfortable and I can sit and stand without issues, because sometimes when I don't take a little bit out of the crouch seam, I find that it's a bit too tight. So funny enough, it doesn't always work that way when I make jumpsuits with a waist seam. It seems to fit fine. But once there's no waist seam, I find that I need to add, take out about 2 centimeters from the crouch seam. But anyways, so it definitely fits fine. I added pockets in my version. There's just one issue, and it's in the back. And I would see if I can show you. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can switch the camera around and show you what that looks like. So I don't know if you can see, but there is some excess in the back, in the center back seam, and I know where that came from. I added about one to two. I added about 1.5 cm to the center back length, which wasn't necessary because I was going to take the 2 cm out of the crouch, but I don't know what I was thinking of. So now I have some excess in the back that needs to go out, and unfortunately, yes, it gives that gap thing, which I really hate. If this outfit had a waist seam, I would have just taken it out from the connecting point at the waist, but it doesn't have a waist seam, so I don't know where to put this excess. So what I'm thinking of to fix this is to take it out of the neck seam. So if I lower the back neck by about the same 1.5 cm, I think it kind of fixes the issue. So if you can see there, so if I fold this down, I don't have that gaping in the back anymore. So that's what I'm going to do, and that's the adjustment I need to make. But aside that, the back fits relatively fine, as you can see. So without it, I have the excess, and then if I take that out, everything seems fine. So that's the adjustment I'm going to need to make. So this is the full view. Like I said, it came out really, really pretty. I love this style, especially with this really busy print. You don't even see the, well, you notice it because of the pattern, but yeah. Really like the way it turned out. So I'll fix the gaping in the back and then hem the pants, and I'm done. It was really quick and easy, and I'm definitely going to be making this again. But I can't wait to finish and then show you everything put together. I really, really, really love this outfit. I think it turned out great. The fit is not perfect, and that's expected. I didn't make a mock-up, so this is technically my wearable toile, but I love the way it turned out. I've made the necessary adjustments to the pattern already, and I will definitely be making this again because it's just the perfect jumpsuit for summer. It's no fuss. I can dress it up, dress it down, and I love the way it looks. I would like to see what it looks like in a plain fabric, and of course I'll probably make one patterned one as well. So I still have 2 more of these to make. There's something I need to correct. While I was telling you about the pattern that I was inspired by, I mentioned that it was the Paloma jumpsuit by the Fold line. That's incorrect. It's the Paloma jumpsuit by Our Lady of Leisure Sewing Patterns. They are on Etsy, and I'm going to leave the link in the description just in case you want to make the Paloma jumpsuit for yourself. Yeah, so I really love this pattern. I love this challenge. I think the fabric, the pattern and everything came together to make a really, really, really fun challenge. I am definitely looking forward to next year, and I'm on the lookout for fabrics that would be suitable and that I'm also going to be adding to my stash. I don't think I showed you the second fabric that I got as a backup to the lime fabric. It arrived, and here it is. It's actually really nice. It's a plain, it's a cotton fabric. It has lemons, apples and pears on it, and I think it's really pretty. I'm definitely adding this to my stash. Who knows, I might make it next year or for some other sewing fruity challenge, who knows. And I'm definitely on the lookout for more unique fruity prints and fruity fabrics, and I'm super excited to add those to my stash if I do find them. Well, yeah, I think that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching this process. If you love my content, please like, share and subscribe. Next up would be my mix for June and also my plans for July, so stay tuned. That is coming really soon. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.